You disagree with a woman, now you're a sexist or whatever. Go to bigmancomics.com for the best in action adventure entertainment. Hey guys, Gabe Eltaeb here, Big Man Comics. I want to talk to you about something that means a lot to me. And, I saw this on Twitter. This was pointed out to me. And I've seen this before. And, oh, it's just fast food. What's the big deal? And it's like, it's not about that. To me, everything is harmonious. Everything is comprehensive. Human beings do their life. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything because it's your worldview, right? It's your heuristic. It's your algorithm. And we look at this more secure thinking that we used to have, this more kind, this more fun, this more open, this more experimental, this more able to laugh at oneself. And we look at the sad, depressed, middle-aged McDonald's now. It's a gray box with this little golden arch on it. And you look at the old insane McDonald's, and you look at so many things like that. And you realize these are the flowers blooming of the horrific, the nightmarish cultural decay. And they are symptoms. They are not the disease. Okay. And what is going on here is the breakdown of the family and the culture and all that stuff. And okay, well, what does this have to do with comics and entertainment and all this stuff? You see the constant conflict. You see the division. You see the lack. There's so many people I hear from and think about and see talk, not even to me, just speaking publicly, that they don't have a mission in life. They don't have a goal. They don't have a reason, a raison d'être, as they say in French, a reason for being. They're just here, they're getting up, they're going to work, they're going through the motions, and it feels like nothing. And they just go from one dopamine hit to the next. I'll just go to this party, and I'll just go to this restaurant, and I'll just take this drug, and I'll just drink this booze, and I'll just have this hookup with this girl, and I'll just get the latest game and go to the latest Marvel movie, and none of it lasts. And you're looking for something that can last. You're looking for meaning. You're looking for, frankly, another French saying, joie de vivre, right? The joy of life. You're looking for something, and you're looking, and you're looking, and you've had this voice calling to you your whole life, and you know that something is wrong. It's like The Matrix and The Truman Show. Why do you think those movies came out when they did? Both of those movies are from 1990, what? 98, 99, right around that era, right? Right when the baby boomers were 40-ish, my parents, people like me were, 20-ish years old. And it's the questioning the nature of your reality. Fight Club, 1999, right? So you have Fight Club, The Truman Show, The Matrix. They're all the same story. That you're living in this world, and it isn't what you think. Fight Club, spoiler, I won't spoil it. When you see it the first time and there's a pretty cool twist, it's mind-blowing. It isn't what you think. The Matrix, it isn't what you think. The Truman Show, it isn't what you think for the characters. And they're going through this thing of this fake world. And there's so much rot and decay and evil beneath the surface. So much malaise, so much emptiness. And they're looking for a meaning. And, I'm going to butcher the quote, but the character in Fight Club, he says, this is paraphrasing. I'm getting it wrong, but I get the idea right, but the quote is wrong. We work jobs that we don't like. We work jobs we hate to make money we don't need, to buy shit we don't need, to impress people we don't like. And that's the vapid emptiness of life and this cultural decay that's coming. And it's coming from drifting from one moment of ecstasy, one orgasm, one dopamine hit, one joy of the food or the movie or the whatever. And it vaporizes instantly because pleasure cannot last. It does not last. And pleasure is not satisfaction. And pleasure definitely isn't the point of life. Pleasure it's a bonus. It's something you get once in a while, but it should never be your aim. It's a byproduct of living correctly, but it's occasional. What you're really looking for, and you may not know this, but this is that voice, that thing inside of you is telling you something's wrong, like in The Matrix. What you're really looking for is satisfaction. You're not looking for the joy, the dopamine hit, that, gotta feel good all the time. Live, laugh, love. Look at all these bullshit slogans. There's no one in our culture, and I'm not making fun, it's heartbreaking for them, than the liberal woman, right? The liberal American or Western woman. Go look at the incidences of mental health, depression, and all. They're just horrifically upset. Their lives are They wake up in terror and depression and anxiety and anger like all day, every day. And it's because they're living wrong. And many men, too, they're living wrong. They're just chasing the dopamine hit. And this is why the culture is falling apart. Because satisfaction and responsibility and discipline and hard work, those things will give you nourishment to your mind, your body, your soul. When you let's just simplify it. Let's just look at it in nutrition. What happens if you go for the dopamine hit? You go for the chocolate, the Cheetos, the McDonald's. We got McDonald's on here. And I'm not going to really criticize McDonald's. I like McDonald's. I eat at McDonald's. I do not like fast food restaurants, but I like In-N-Out Burger. California represent. By law, every Californian has to be annoying about In-N-Out Burger being the greatest thing in the world. It is the best hamburger in the world. If you get In-N-Out at the drive-thru and you eat it right after you order it, don't take it home and let it cool off and congeal, you'll never have a better burger. I like McDonald's. I have it a couple times a month. I don't get too much. It's so the Biden economy, which we're still trying to get through, even though Trump is president, has the prices sky high on this stuff. But the point is, I have it once in a while. I think I went to In-N-Out 2-3 months ago. You know, I might go to McDonald's 3 times a month or something like that, get a little something there. But it isn't the point of my life. And when you live where this stuff is the point of your life, what's the next Marvel movie? What's the next video game? What's the next this? What's the next party? What's the next hookup with a girl? What's the next time getting drunk? You're never going to feel satisfied, and it's going to be overall trending down. You're going to have these little blips of up, but you're going down over time. Your trend line is bad. And that's what the cultural decay is. And that's why you see this stuff, because it isn't just you. It's many, 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 many people in society. And it's me if I don't watch it. It's any of us if we don't watch it. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm aware of this, though. I'm very aware of it. And I used to not be so aware of it. I knew of it as a concept, but I didn't fight it that much. And I remember there was a time in my life where I was quite miserable. And I was living for these sort of things. The next time I was going to hang out with my buddies, and the next big check I'm going to get. You know, all the pleasure. And it does not last. So you may say, well, what lasts? What lasts? What will give me satisfaction instead of pleasure, instead of dopamine? What's going to give it to you is being responsible for yourself and loving other people. Now, I'm Christian. You don't have to be. I'm not going to jump down your throat and proselytize to you or anything like that. But, you know, the Bible tells me that there's the most important commandment is to love your fellow man as yourself, right? So what would that mean for me personally? I'm going to run up to everyone and hug them and tell them how great they are? No. I mean, I could be nice or affectionate or whatever when appropriate. But one of the main things I can do to love others is to take care of myself. You're like, what? Gabe, that sounds super selfish. That's not, I don't mean it like Oprah. Love yourself, put yourself first. I mean be responsible for myself to be the best version of myself so I'm the most useful and loving I can be to others. For instance, I'm married, I have children, I even have a granddaughter. What if I was a fall down drunk all day? That's not loving them because I'm not the best man I can be for them. What if I'm a gambling addict? I'm losing the family's finances, you know, going broke doing that. I'm not being responsible for myself. Let's take it to the micro. Let's get a little silly here. What if I wouldn't brush my teeth? I'm not taking care of myself, so now you're going and breathing dragon breath all over people. Maybe you get rotten teeth, tooth infection, causing complications, wasting money, hurting your health, thus hurting your family and the people around you who need you and depend on you. So when you take care of yourself, I mean be responsible for yourself. Be resolute, have honor, have dignity, be honest, work hard. That's what's going to give you satisfaction. If you're just chasing the next dopamine hit, the next orgasmic rush of pleasure and all that, it's going to feel good for the millisecond you have it, and then it's gone. Think about a potato chip, right? I'm not a big chip guy. I think they're pretty boring. I like chips with a sandwich. How great are chips and a sandwich and a soda for lunch? That's fantastic. But you eat one chip, it's like, that was great, and it's gone. You need another one. And you eat another chip, you're like, that was great, and then it's gone, and you need another one. This is what I'm talking about, pleasure versus satisfaction. So take your pleasure when you get it. It's a bonus. It's like your birthday or Christmas. It's once in a while. But if every day was Christmas, you would hate it, right? And the problem, and we see this mostly in the mental health statistics show with Western women, how everything is they have to feel good. They can never hear anything they disagree with, right? That's hate speech or bigotry, or you disagree with a woman, now you're a sexist or whatever. This whole concept of you can never feel bad and you must always be high, 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 high. There was a song by a girl about 10 years ago. She's gotta stay high all the time. I don't know the melody. I sang that all wrong. But that was the chorus where she said she had to stay high all the time. And the point of the song or the video was she was totally depressed. And she had to stay high all the time. That's what I took from it. This is not my music. I happened to hear the song a few times because it's very popular. I don't know who sung it or whatever. But the point was she was saying it right there. And when you live that far leftist, social, Marxist, this concept, this postmodernism that tells you if it feels good, do it. And if anyone ever makes you feel bad or shames you or anything, they're wrong. And the only thing in this postmodern religion that matters is pleasure. And that's evil. That's really wrong. Pleasure's a gift. We get it once in a while. It should never be your aim. Satisfaction is your aim. How do you get satisfaction? For me, I love God. I love the people around me. And I do my best to make myself the best I can be. Lifting weights, praying, working hard, make that money, stay out of trouble, be the best guy I can be to be that person for my friends, family, and loved ones, and for my society and world at large. Okay, guys, go to bigmancomics.com. Get a first printing, a handful left of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. We have Empyrean and the Unstoppable Tyrus. They're both in production. Empyrean is practically done. Working on some contract stuff for marketing and distribution that you're going to love. You're going to be blown away when you see this. Follow me on X. I'm Big Man Comics over there. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm Gabe Eltaeb, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going live from 11 to noon Pacific on Big Man Comics Live. Wednesday nights, I go from 7 p.m. until 10 or 11 p.m. We go pretty long sometimes. We do a improv comedy show talking about the movies we love from the 80s and 90s. That's Double Impact with the great Jericho Green. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media and go to bigmancomics.com.